workers at Nabisco all across the United States have been forced to go on strike because the company is trying to impose some ridiculous conditions on them, some ridiculous givebacks in terms of their health care and other pieces at a recent current contract dispute. So in Richmond, Virginia, and Portland, Oregon, and Aurora, Colorado, and I think actually in a few other places, workers are on strike at Nabisco, and we are very happy to be joined as we continue the show by Stephen James, who's a 20-year baker on strike. He's with BCTGM Local 358 out of Richmond, Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. And we're also very honored to be joined here by Jesus Martinez, who's the Local 364 president in Portland, Oregon, also of the BCTGM. Stephen, Jesus, thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us here.
No, well, the pleasure is absolutely ours. We're very happy to have you here. Jesus, I'll start with you. Why are you all on strike?
Well, the company's not offering us a fair contract. They always want to take concessions. They want to change our work week. And they also want to change the way of when our new members will be hired. They want them to go on a different plan with paying healthcare and with the alternative work week. So that's mainly what we're fighting for. We don't want to give concessions anymore. We already lost our pension to them because they just kind of just took it away from us, stealing money out of our pockets. So we're pretty tired of the company just taking away, and just making billions like they did last year.
No, I think that's an extraordinarily important point. I mean, this is a profitable company. It's not as if they're about to go under. I think we all see their products every day, constantly, everywhere we buy them. Stephen, let me ask you this question. You're on strike. You've been a 20-year baker. You know, why are you out there on the line? What are the things that you'd like to see change and the givebacks that you think are unfair?
Well, actually, just being, we just want a fair contract. Again, this is corporate greed. We made the company billions of dollars. So it's 26 billion in profits. You know, it's just really been, really crazy. It's not fair to the workers. We work hard every day, especially through the pandemic. We worked 7 days a week, 16-hour shifts. Again, a lot of management, they work from home. So, again, we put our lives in danger just coming to work every day. And again, we just want, what's fair to us. We're not asking for a lot. Again, if things could just stay the same, and of course with wage increase, but we're really not asking for much. But, I don't know. They just don't want to bend.
Well, Stephen, let me ask you this follow-up. I have to say that's 16-hour days. I mean, I think most people hearing that sounds almost unbelievable. I mean, talk to us about just what it's like going to work every day and those kind of shifts and conditions.
Again, just going to work, of course, my day starts 7:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the evening. That's a normal shift for me, my first shift. And again, when they force us over to work 16 hours, I got to work 3:30 in the evening until 11:30 at night. So that's a total of 16 hours. And again, your body gets tired. And it's good when I guess you can, it's optional, but when you're forced to work 16 hours, it gets pretty, your body gets tired. So, it can take a toll on you.
Yeah. Well, it's similar question to you, Jesus, in terms of your members and this issue of these work schedules. I mean, from what I understand in sort of food production in general, these sorts of really long, harsh, difficult schedules are what the companies are trying to make the norm in a lot of ways.
Yes, well, like I said, they're trying to throw us into an alternative work week, which they'll just pay us straight time. They wouldn't pay us any overtime after 8 hours anymore. And it's difficult as it is right now. Yes, we worked at 13 to 16 hours, but at least right now we're getting compensated with the overtime, and they want to take it away too. So it's hard. I mean, trying to deal with the job and trying to be at home for a little bit. But usually when we work those many hours, and if you work second or third shift, I don't even get to see my kids sometimes. They'll try to call me and tell me, can we have lunch with you, Dad, at work outside? And whenever they can, they'll take me dinner or lunch, and it's just hard, kind of, working out of the work life and life here at home, and it gets tiring. I mean, we work. Not only do we work 13 to 16 hours, we've worked, I think, 30 days nonstop one time. Every day, 30 days with overtime, with working 13 to 16 hours a day nonstop. So it's not only about the day. They've worked us, especially last year. Last year, I think, in my 10 years at the company, I think last year in the pandemic, that's when I've worked the most out of my 10 years in the pandemic, and they still don't appreciate it. None of our members feel appreciated or respected anymore.
I think that's such an important issue. I mean, just basic respect on the job. I think that often gets lost. I mean, a lot of people really don't fully feel that when labor disputes happen. And let me also ask you this, Jesus, what has been the feeling from people now that you are out? I mean, are people encouraged by the level of support you're getting, seeing people who are out there? I mean, I think a lot of people have really been captured by this strike and seeing what you all are doing.
Yes, we've been encouraged. We've been supported a lot by other local unions, our local machinists, our local electricians and engineers. They haven't crossed the picket line. They've been supporting us. They're there on the line with us. We've had local organizations supporting us, having rallies on Saturdays. We get a big crowds on Saturdays where people feel the support. People appreciate that. It's a lot of solidarity. The company thought we were going to be together because on our side here in Portland, we have a lot of new members that have been there maybe less than 5 years since we had a lot of retirees on 2016. But everybody's been together. Some people didn't even know each other because of our different departments that we have. People have been knowing each other, getting together, and it's brought us more together. We're kind of a big family now. Big family that's supporting each other. If some people need jobs, we're getting other members to give info on jobs, and we have other unions coming in that said, if you need something for the next couple of weeks, we will hire you guys to help you guys out. Anything, just let us know, and we appreciate that help. We really do, and it just kind of gives them a big boost, gives our people a big boost, knowing that we have lots of community members and organizations and other unions backing us up.
Stephen, you're there in Richmond, Virginia. Same question. I'm curious, what's the community support been like, and how have you and your fellow union members been feeling about what you've seen?
Just to piggyback off of what Jesus said, is definitely the community is. I'm telling you, I guess being that the company is just the pillar of the community, it just was so amazing to see how much support that we got. Again, like you said, we had teachers unions, steel unions. I mean, so many our brothers and sisters come by just to support us. Even what was really special to us, some people in the community, they actually, this lady, it was really, like I said, really special. She came by, she actually baked some danishes and muffins, and she said, "Hey, listen, I just want you guys to know y'all really doing really well." And that meant a lot to us, just to see, the people in the neighborhood, just this really saying, hey, we're here with you guys. We fighting with you. And we had people come out, ride from DC, Washington, DC, just to come walk with us. And they said, "Hey, listen, we heard about you guys. We want to walk with you." It's like, of course, you definitely can. So the support has been tremendous. And again, it's just overwhelming. But as far as all of us out there, we getting closer together. It's just we fellowshipping and just really trying to get it done. And the morale is really high because again, we know what we're fighting for. We know what we deserve.
No, I think that's it. I mean, I think that's the question is what people are really fighting for and laying that out. And I think that having some understanding of who these big companies are and what they're really doing. For people who don't know, this is Nabisco. So Oreos, the stuff that you are consuming on a daily basis. And I'll note, I've seen some sales go up on some of these items as well recently. And I don't think that's, any sort of accident as it may be. But, Stephen, I wanted to ask you one other question too about that. And I really appreciate you raising the community support because, you're in Virginia Virginia's a right-to-work state. I'm from
Right.
Charlottesville originally. Some people say, well, unions can never succeed or never do anything in Virginia. It seems like this proves that there's a lot more support for the labor movement than perhaps the average everyday, sort of news report may think out there.
Correct. That is correct. And again, like I said, it's just, the support is just really, I mean, it's just really, we just, beyond ourselves. Because again, they just give us that support. And again, come out, walk, drop ice, drinks, food. Even, someone had an ice cream truck come out and they served us soft serve ice cream. And one of the neighbors paid for it. They say anything they want, So again, little stuff like that means a lot to us, and it goes a long ways. And again, that kind of you look at it and say, hey, you know what? We're not just fighting for, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's really worth it. So yeah.
No, absolutely. Jesus, how has the company been responding in terms of negotiations? I mean, are they just sort of stonewalling people, throwing up, different kinds of offers? What's the contracting situation? The negotiation situation been with them?
Well, right now, I think they had a conference call with our international representatives, and they called and said they wanted to talk, and all they said is, well, we're still holding what we're offering you. They're just kind of playing with us. I think they're just wasting our time. Why are you calling us and then telling us, well, we're offering you guys the same thing. We're not taking it off the table. It's not worth it to us. That's what I'm talking about. It's just disrespectful, the way they think they could just play around with us. They've also sent flyers out. I don't know if you guys at Richmond got it, saying that strike is a no-win for anyone, and they're just acting like they're the good guys. They always act like they're the good guys, like we're the ones that walked out on them. Well, they've walked out on us for years. They've always been, for the last 2 contracts, they've been trying to take away concessions. They've been trying to go after our health care. Like I said, they took our pension away. They stole their pension. That's what it's called, stealing. And they tried to implement a 401k that all it did was trying to divide our people between the low seniority and high seniority. And we wouldn't let that happen. I've only been there 10 years, but I always try to educate people. I've learned from my higher senior members that were there, that retired. I still learn from the ones that are there. We always talk. We're always talking, communicating, and just educating our members, our new members, and understanding what the company's trying to do, how they're trying to brainwash our new members, which they always try to do. That management is always trying to brainwash them. And we just try to keep them up to date on everything, being informative. But the company's always trying to divide us some way or another, playing games with us, and we're not going to let that happen. We're union strong, and we're not going to allow that to happen with our members.
What are some of the things they're telling the younger workers that you all are having to push back on?
They tell them, oh, don't worry about it. It's good for you. This is more convenient for you. You'll have a family life. What family life? When they're when they're trying to offer us 12-hour shifts at straight time. And then usually who pays for that? It's always the low senior people or the new members coming in, which that's not right. Yeah, they're just trying to make it sound good. They enticing, and we'll give you a bonus, but they don't tell them what they're going to take away from them. They just make it sound, like giving a little kid candy. And we're not dumb. We know how it works. We know how the game works. So we're not going to play into it. And I thank the new members for understanding and knowing that they're trying to play with them and that it's not right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Stephen, let me ask you this before I let you all go. I mean, obviously it's hard to say, but I think the company always feels like they can wear down workers when they're out on strike. But from what I'm hearing, it seems like y'all are pretty determined to stay out until you get what you deserve.
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, the company is not budging, and we're not budging either, because again, we deserve better. We've been working for years and days and hours, making the company billions, and it's like a slap in the face to us guys, because again, we work hard every day, and again, I used to take pride in my job. I like my job. Don't get me wrong, I do like my job, but again, just what the company stands for, a lot of times, they're not backing, they're not taking care of their employees that's making the money. But again, you know, hopefully, like I said, we in for the long haul. We're not bending either, because again, like I said, it's way long overdue. We should have been did this actually. But you know, hey, you got to start somewhere. But again, yeah, we're not bending as well.
Right on, right on. Hey, Stu, same question. Y'all are in it to win it.
Yes, we are. We're not going to give up. We're there 24/7 on the picket line. Almost everyone shows up, and we're not going to give up. If they want a long fight, we'll give them a fight. We're not going to give up on this fight at all. We've been waiting for this. Our members have been waiting for this, and the company now knows that we're not playing either. We're not playing games with them either. We will put up a fight, and even if they don't like it.
Right on. I hear that. No contract, no snacks. I'm with that 100%.
Right.
Stephen James, Jesus Martinez, really appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything. Thanks for giving us some time here on the Freedom Side.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you guys for having us and letting people, spreading out our information, letting people know what type of company Mondelez is.
That's right.